What's up YouTube? That's here, bringing you guys another VGC 2015 replay. I'm using my Mega Sceptile team, but I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. Note that I'm leading with Arcanine and Garchomp, and I have Sceptile Rotom in the back. The way this works is I usually try to lead two Pokemon that are pretty sticky, but usually tend to die at the same turn in the game, so then I can bust out Rotom and Sceptile, or switch in either Rotom or Sceptile and get the combo off late game. So like I said, we're leading Arcanine, Garchomp, Rotom, and Sceptile versus Kangaskhan, Rotom, Whimsicott, and Talonflame. So a bit VGC 2014-esque with the addition of a Whimsicott there. Garchomp, Talonflame, and Rotom, always a standard good core. So we're just going to start things off, get into it right here, and showcase the Garchomp show, I guess, because my Garchomp puts in work this game. So we're going to see my opponent lead Kangaskhan, Rotom. Standard lead for about a year ago. Versus Arcanine and Garchomp. I wish Arcanine was legal a year ago. That would have made this whole format so much easier. But anyways, we're trying to keep up with the times. We get a great Intimidate off with the Arcanine, which is pretty much why I led with it. And we're going to see Kangaskhan obviously go Mega, gaining Parental Bond. We have to expect that he's going for like a Fake Out first turn since he is staying in. And I'm just going to protect with Garchomp because I know that he's not going to Fake Out my Garchomp, but I don't want to eat a Will-O-Wisp. And I'm going to protect with Arcanine, because if he was going to Fake Out something, it would probably be Arcanine. So we're just going to read his turn. We read the Fake Out, and we read a Hydro Pump. So, since we know that that's what he's really going to do, I'm not really scared. And like I said, I kind of want my Pokemon to go down after the Fake Outs and other moves have been thrown. So I'll get to that in a sec. Also note that he switches his King out for a Talonflame and eats a Rock Slide in the face. Because the play was here, Rock Slide put Kang at about 90% and then finish it off with Close Combat. I targeted that Kangaskhan slot with Close Combat because usually you need about 10% more to take out Kangaskhan's depending on their EV spread. Luckily for me, he switched in Talonflame. We got to chunk the Rotom and activated Citrus, but I mean, if whatever works. But like I said, I don't really care if I lose any of these Pokemon. He actually misses a Hydro Pump here, but if one of these Pokemon dies, I can send out Sceptile and then Protect. And then if like Garchomp dies, or I can switch in Rotom, then my combo's on the board and all the Fake Out users are gone, so I can just go for my combo right there. So like I said, foddering Pokemon, going 1-for-1 with things is something that I want to do with this type of lead. So we see Kangaskhan come back on the board. We've rinsed and repeated everything except for the Kangaskhan no longer had an Intimidate, and he's missing a Talonflame, I guess. So he switches out into his last Pokemon, going to be Whimsicott here. Normally you see this thing as a lead, not as the very last Pokemon that you reveal, because it's normally a type of wall, but he totally plays me like a book. He switches out to block a Dragon Claw and a Close Combat for my Arcanine, so pretty strong stuff coming out from Whimsicott here. Whimsicott, packing like Tailwinds, Encores, Stun Spore even. So this guy can do a lot of really cool stuff, as my Arcanine will finally go down to a Hydro Pump. It is what it is. As my Rotom is going to make an appearance here, and I still feel like I'm really ahead here. We're going to see Whimsicott pop off that Tailwind, and I don't really see what Tailwind does for my opponent in this scenario, but it's gonna let me get a free turn to go for a really big Discharge. Discharge is going to be able to drop that Rotom quite low. I critical hit on the Rotom, but I also targeted that slot with Dragon Claw, so it doesn't really matter that I got a crit on it at all. And remember, Kang is his last Pokemon, so things are going to get pretty close here. Like I said, I do feel like I am significantly ahead, but it's always dangerous when you're messing with Kangaskhan. We know that he can't really target Garchomp, but if I had Protect, I would have used it. So we are going to go down to that +1 return. Or it's not even +1, it's like Helping Handed, so it's like Super Return. And we go down from the first hit as we go for a Dragon Claw on the Kangaskhan. And this is where things get really weird. I want you guys to tell me how this actually should play out. Looking at this board, it looks like if I KO Kangaskhan, I win, right? Because what is Whimsicott really going to do? Unless it has like Dazzling Gleam or Moonblast, which it has access to, but I'm pretty sure it would have been using those moves already. So we're going to see me go Mega just to do it. I could have Protect with Sceptile, that's sure. But I'm just deciding to stay in and just double target the Kang slot with a Return and Dragon Claw. Sorry, not Return, with Dragon Pulse and Dragon Claw. So Sceptile is going to go down, right? And we are going to trade with the Kangaskhan. So we're going to trade Dragon Claw into that Kangaskhan. And now tell me how this goes. Tell me what you guys think should happen here. Because he still has this Whimsicott, right? Pops an Encore on my Dragon Claw, which will make me use Dragon Claw for quite some time. what happens when you're Encored and you run out of like Dragon Claws? Are you like stuck struggling? Or are you allowed to switch your move? Because he just ran right there. He ran from the game. I mean, I could have probably used Dragon Claws until I had like a free turn, and then protected, and then switched it up a bit. But I don't think he had any moves that could actually make contact with me. And to be completely honest, I think if I were to struggle him, I think he would just die. I would take a lot of recoil, but I think he would take a lot more in the recoil, or like a lot more damage from my struggle than I would take from my struggle. Just by how frail that thing is. I don't know. You guys tell me. Leave a comment below because I'm actually quite curious. Because he was the one that ran. I don't know if he should have. So, anyways, guys, I got a couple more games with Mega Sceptile. This is a really fun team for me to use. And like I said, these are all replays from right before San Jose. So this is me testing with a team I'm planning on taking to an actual event. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.